Welcome back, language legends, to another episode of Verb Masters. I'm your host, Alex, still caffeinated and, you guessed it, still completely obsessed with verbs.
And I'm Mr. Lee, here to help navigate the wonderful and sometimes tricky world of grammar. It's great to be back, Alex.
It's great to have you. Now, in our last lesson, we did some serious myth busting. We learned how to spot the imposters in our verb phrases. Specifically, we figured out how to kick the word not out of the verb phrase club because it's not a verb at all. It's actually an adverb.
That's exactly right, Alex. A crucial distinction. We learned that not is just an adverbial speed bump. It modifies the verb, but it isn't part of the core verb team.
An adverbial speed bump. I love that. But today, we're taking it a step further. We're leveling up to what we're calling the chain of command. Sounds serious.
It is, in a grammatical sense. It's all about order.
Right, because verb phrases that have 2 or more helping verbs, and some can have up to 3 or 4, always keep a definite, unshakable order. You can't just throw them into a blender and hope for the best.
Precisely. They follow very strict, very predictable rules, and once you learn them, you'll sound more natural and fluent without even thinking about it.
Okay, so they're a bit picky.
Very picky. Think of it like a professional sports team or maybe an orchestra. Each player, each musician has a specific position. There's a sequence that absolutely must be followed for the whole thing to work.
I like that. It's like they have their own exclusive cliques. You can't just have the drummer trying to play the violin.
You certainly can't. And if you want to see what a winning team looks like, a championship lineup, you have to look at these boss-level combinations.
Ooh, boss level. I'm ready. Let's hear them.
All right, here are a few perfect examples. Is being said.
Is being said. Got it.
Has been said. Will be said. Now for a longer one. Could have been said.
Could have been said. Wow, that's a 4-word verb phrase right there.
It is. Here's another. May have said. And one more. Had been said. Let's try a couple more for good measure. How about should have been trying?
Right, I can hear the pattern in those. There's a certain flow to them.
Notice the rhythm there. You can say could have been said and it sounds perfectly correct. But you would never, ever say Ben could have said.
Oh, wow. No, that sounds awful. It completely breaks my brain to even hear it.
Exactly. Your brain knows the rule, even if you can't articulate it. The order is everything. Now that you have a feel for it, let's test your ears.
I love this. Let's play Kick the Imposter Out of the Club.
Okay, group 1. The main verb is fired. Your helping verbs are am, will, being.
Am, will, being, fired. If you try to use all of them, you get something like will, am, being fired, which is just a disaster. To keep the chain correct, you get am being fired.
Perfect. The imposter was will. Ready for group 2? The main verb is learning. The helpers are been, could, does, have.
Been, could, does, have, learning. That word does immediately sounds wrong to me. The winning combination here is could have been learning. Does gets the boot.
Exactly right. 2 for 2. Let's try group 3. The main verb is sleeping. The helpers are might, do, have, been.
Okay, do was the outsider here again. The team is might have been sleeping.
You're on a roll. Let's do a couple of rapid-fire rounds. What about these 3 for the main verb discovered? Must, were, and be.
Must, were, be, discovered. Were has to go. The phrases must be discovered.
Excellent. And for our last one, the verb is sowed. The helpers are be, has, and should.
You ignore has and get should be sold.
Brilliant breakdown, Alex. If you can spot the 23 helpers and keep them in this strict line, you're officially at boss level status.
And that's really the secret, isn't it? Once you understand the sequence and identify which verb doesn't combine, you're conducting a grammatical orchestra.
A perfect analogy. Use those ears, listeners. If you can arrange your helpers in the right order, you've conquered one of the trickiest parts of the English verb phrase.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for leveling us up, Mr. Lee.
My pleasure, Alex.
And thank you, Language Legends, for tuning in. See you in the next lesson.